Hey, what happened down there?
I flattened Franco.
So? Then now it's your job to make sure the lazy dogs do their work every day.
Hey, I'm not here to be bothered with the hunters. I want to enter the camp.
Forget it. You did in Franco. Now you're the leader. So do your job.
If I'm the leader, then I decide who goes in next. And I decided that I'm next.
It isn't that easy. We haven't asked for anyone, so no one gets in.
Thoris can send a new leader for the hunters. Then there will be a vacancy inside for me.
You don't give up, do you? Okay. Then move your butt inside. Thoris will make sure that the hunters won't have to live without a leader. What are you waiting for? And get yourself a pickaxe.
Wait a minute.
Hey, are you the new guy who knocked down Franco?
What, me? No.
Ah, no offense.
And what's it like leading the hunters?
Leave me alone.
Who's in charge here?
Our glorious leader, Raven. He'll make us all rich.
What do you know about the camp?
Talk to Snaff if it's information you're after. That fat cook knows a bunch. If you want to buy something, go to Fisk. He gets hold of all kinds of things.
Anything new?
The pirates have set sail and taken off. Now there's only a couple of idiots sitting on the beach. And they don't have a decent ship. Not even Beliar knows how we'll get off this island.
How can I get a lot of gold quickly?
Good question. Isn't that why we're all here? Just see to it that you get a red stone from Thoris. Then you can go into the mine.
Ah, who have we here then? Looky, looky. There you are. I've got good news and bad news for you.
First, tell me the bad news.
Raven is looking for you. So are his guards. Actually, all the bandits are looking for you. And if they find you, they'll kill you.
A lot of people have already tried that.
Then your combat skills are as good as your craftiness. Coming into the camp with some of our armor is like the sheep coming to the wolves. Your life is hanging by a thin thread, son of danger.
And what's the good news?
Well, I don't really know why, but you've made yourself a couple of powerful enemies. You can count yourself lucky that I recognized you and no one else. Because I am understanding and sociable.
How much do you want?
Oh, no, please. I don't want to extort gold from you. I wouldn't dream of it.
Then what do you want?
Recently, somebody tried to get Esteban out of the way, but he ran into the bodyguards. Go to Esteban and talk to him. Afterwards, we'll talk again.
Hey, if you're looking for a decent trader here in the camp, then you just found him. My hut is right behind Esteban, so if you need anything, come on by.
Do you really think?
So you're the fellow who fought his way into camp, huh?
That got around fast.
Franco was a tough nut. No one messed with him. No one.
Nobody ever asked.
Except you. Just to make it clear, if you try the same shit with me, I'll kill you.
I want to get into the mine.
Of course you do. Then you're in the right place with me. Because everyone who digs in the mine gets to keep a hefty share of the gold. And I hand out the red stones you need so that Thoris will let you in.
Been there, done that.
Give me one of those red stones.
Okay, but they aren't free. Normally, I demand a share of the gold the boys get for digging. How much do you know about mining gold, huh? You don't appear to know a whole lot about it. If I give you a redstone, it won't be because you're such a great digger. No, I have another job for you.
I wouldn't have done that.
What sort of job?
One of the bandits planned to kill me, but instead, my guards killed him.
He was hot for your job, huh?
He was an idiot. Thug without a brain. He never would have got the idea to attack me on his own. Nah. He was only fulfilling a contract. Someone else sent him.
So, I'm supposed to find out who was behind it.
Whoever sent me this assassin will pay for it. Find him, and I'll let you into the mine.
Senyan sent me to you about this business.
Senyan? He also works for me. I told him he should keep his eyes open.
How should I go about it?
Everyone here in the camp knows about it. So you're playing with all your cards on the table, huh? Try to find out who's on my side and who isn't. And don't let the boys make a fool of you. Talk to Snaff. That fat cook picks up a lot.
No idea. You tell me.
I need better armor.
Why? You already have some. That's good enough for you now. If you complete your assignment, we'll talk about it again.
That's no secret.
Everything all right?
Touch Esteban, and I'll chop you to pieces!
It had to happen sooner or later.
Who's in charge here?
Raven's our leader. He led us here and built the camp. He controls the mine. Otherwise, the dogs would have killed each other over the gold a long time ago.
What do you know about the camp?
After it became known that there was a gold mine here, those bums must have raised quite a ruckus. Raven killed the worst of them and threw the rest out of the mine. Since then, no one's allowed in the upper area anymore. He's even had prisoners dragged here to dig in the mine.
Never change.
Anything new?
The pirates won't take us back to the mainland because they haven't been paid for the last few transports. We ought to skewer one or two of them, and the rest would be guaranteed to take us over.
What do you know about the prisoners?
Raven wants to dig something up. At first he had the bandits doing it, but too many dropped dead. That's why he brought the prisoners. If they snuff it, it doesn't matter.
What does Raven want to dig up?
No idea, but it sure has to do with more than gold.
Really should have known better.
That's exactly what I said.
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Listen, I don't want anything to do with that business, got it? I have my own worries. I'm a victim myself.
In what way?
I paid a lot of gold for my last delivery, but it never came. Some swine made off with it. I've been robbed, probably by some of our own people.
What sort of delivery?
A packet of lockpicks. Someone was supposed to get them from the pirates for me, but a guy named Juan snatched it away from me, including the gold that I paid for it. That bastard is hiding somewhere in the swamp.
Can't rely on
Juan worked for Esteban.
What?
Don't play games with me. You knew about it.
Fine, you're right. But I hope you also realize why I didn't tell you about it. Everyone in the camp knows you work for Esteban. I don't have any desire to get dragged into this business just because you're hot for a red stone.
I'm not really working for Esteban.
So? You want to pull the wool over the old swine's eyes? Then I'll give you some good advice. Keep it to yourself. When it comes to Esteban, trust no one. Not even me. Got it? Now enough about that. We don't want to be overheard.
Show me your wares.
that. Isn't true. That isn't true. simply needs to practice more.
It can't go on like this forever.
No idea.
Hey, you! Are you a digger?
Because of the pants? Nah, I just wear them because they're comfortable. All I do here is cook meat stew. Here, you can try some. It'll make you strong. It's always important to train your strength. There are many dangers lurking out there. If you want, I can help you to get stronger.
I wouldn't have done that.
Been there, done that.
That's totally on me.
Hey, you! I don't come from Esteban.
Just stay away from me
Well
with
then.
that magic of yours.
Hey, just a moment. Hold still for a
Cut out
second.
that magic.
You have a
Something
critter
wrong
on your
with your ears?
shoulder.
You asked for it.
I don't come from Esteban.
Oh? Well then. Hey, just a moment. Hold still for a second. You have a critter on your shoulder.
Just stay away from me with that magic of yours. See? That wasn't so hard. Don't wake him.
What?
If you want to do yourself a favor, then stay away from Skinner. The fellow is unpredictable. He killed the last guy who woke him up. Let him sleep, for everybody's sake.
That's exactly what I said.
That was no big deal.
You don't have to ask me that.
Why did you wake me, eh?
That was no big deal.
I bet you don't even know.
See?
No,
That wasn't
don't
so
say
hard.
anything. It's too late for excuses. Now
stay
you
away
have
from me
two
with that
choices.
magic of
You can
yours.
fight me in my Betty, or you can try to run away. In
Cut
your
out
place,
that magic.
I'd
Something wrong
run.
You asked for it.
Same old thing all over again.
That'll only cause more trouble.
Why did you wake me, eh? I bet you don't even know.
See? That
No,
wasn't so hard.
don't say anything. It's too late for excuses. Now you have in your place. I'd run.
Never change.
Cut out that magic. Something wrong with you. See?
Tell me that isn't true.
That'll only cause more trouble.
Why did you wake? No. Now you have two choices. You can
Just
fight
stay
me in
away
my
from me
Betty,
with that
or you can try to run away.
Just stay away from me with that magic of yours.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
It was his decision, wasn't
Smart kid. Why did you wake me? No. Now you have two in your place.
Just stay away from me with that magic of yours. Cut out that magic. Something
See?
wrong with
That-
your ears?
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
sooner or later?
And? How's it going?
Listen, if you want something to eat, go to Snaff. If you want something to drink, you're in the right place.
What do you drink here, then?
We only have a little beer. The only beer on the island was brought by the Paladins. Just about the only good thing those fellows brought with them. Otherwise, we drink booze. I got moonshine, grog, and white rum. You should try that. I got the recipe from Samuel. The old boy really knows his trade.
Aren't you from Corinus?
Don't remind me. My life in that city was horrible. While the ships with the new convicts kept coming in, there was still life in the town. But all those other guys? No thanks. Maybe it's because we're on an island. Well, those days are over. I'm finished with Eldritch.
Why?
He's a wimp. When the bandits dragged me off, he didn't lift a finger to help me.
What are you planning to do?
We'll see. For now, I'll stay here with Snaff, Fisk, and the others. Have you already talked to Thoris? Oh, Enos, is that a hunk of a man? Excuse me. Let's get back to your question. I haven't set a goal. I'm only drifting.
You're not very fond of the paladins, are you?
Those fanatical murderers in the pay of the fire magicians? No. That Lord Hagen occupies the city with his thugs, and everybody bows down to him. And I didn't want to do that. I wasn't going to wait until they closed down the Red Lantern and locked me up.
The paladins don't only fight in his name. Innos chooses his warriors.
So? I believe it's the people themselves who choose. Still, your words amaze me. You talk almost like you were one of them.
The paladins are the warriors of Innos. They aren't murderers.
So? Blood sticks to their swords too. Just like the weapons of the pirates or the bandits. The only difference is they do it in Innos's name and not because they want to survive.
Have you ever killed someone?
No, and I'm very glad of it. Please, let's not be so serious anymore. Instead, let's drink and enjoy every moment the gods give us.
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Nothing at all.
Give me something to drink.
Do you want to eat or chatter? What'll it be?
What's on the menu?
I want to try out a new dish. Fire strips and hammer sauce.
Hammer sauce?
A sauce made from hammer-hard booze. I have a recipe from a guy called Lou. You get the ingredients and distill the booze up on the alchemist's bench. Then I'll make a sauce out of it. What do you think?
Fire strips?
Crisp, delicately roasted meat mixed with pickled fireweed. But don't worry, I already have the ingredients for that.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right, here's the recipe.
What do you know about the attack?
The thing with Esteban? You know how it is. The barkeeper hears everything, but never takes sides.
So do you know something?
I didn't say that.
If you were in my place, what would you do?
I would think about what I know about the guy behind it. First, it was probably one of the bandits. That means he's here in the camp. Second, that he's here in the camp means that he is watching you. Third, as long as he thinks that you're on Esteban's side, he'll never reveal himself to you. So, the interesting question is, what are your chances of finding your man?
What are my chances of finding my man?
So far, everything is still open.
Thanks.
Hey, I didn't tell you anything you didn't already know. Got it?
What do people here think of Esteban?
You'll have to be a bit more precise. Each piece of information will cost you
How much?
10 gold pieces.
What about Finn?
A good digger. He has a nose for gold. Esteban favors him because of it. I think he's in pretty good standing with him.
What does Lenar think about Esteban?
As far as I can tell, Lenar doesn't think at all.
What about Senyan?
Senyan is one of Esteban's boys. He's been working for him for quite a while.
Emilio, what does he think about Esteban?
I don't think he'll bring any flowers to Esteban's grave, if you know what I mean.
What about Fisk?
Fisk is Fisk. He pays his share to Esteban and distributes the goods he mostly gets from the pirates. I don't think he really cares about Esteban.
What does Huno think of Esteban?
Ah, Uno. I know almost nothing about him. That information is, of course, free.
What about Paul?
I don't think he particularly likes Esteban. Since he's been working for Juno, he'll never get into the mine.
What do you think of Esteban?
Whoever talks about him is soon dead.
How's it going with you?
Well, at least I'm in now. Lucia brews some wicked liquor. But Esteban won't let me into the mine. At any rate, not yet. He's given me another job.
And? What does he want from you?
There was an attempt on Esteban's life. He wants to know who's behind it. Esteban thinks that Snaff is involved. I'm supposed to keep an eye on him.
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
You're looking for the guy who's behind it, huh? But I don't know anything about it. How could I? I was still in the swamp then.
Show me how to
If you want to learn some...
I'll come back later.
Hey, you're not quite as stupid as you look.
I've talked to Esteban.
And did he tell you about the attack?
He ordered me to find out who sent the assassin. Do you know anything about that?
No more than you do. I'm also on the hunt for the guy behind it. And now we come to the interesting part.
Let's hear it.
I want you to do your job well. I want you to find the traitor, and when you have found him, I want you to kill him for me. Then I will pocket the reward. I have your wanted poster. Don't forget that. Do your job and do it well. You can figure out what will happen otherwise.
Forget it.
Then what do I still need you for, you bum?
Hey, people! Look who we have here!
Tell me, why did Senyan yell, "Look who we have here"?
Unpaid debts. Do you have a problem with that?
No, man, I don't have a problem with it. Quite the opposite. The bastard worked for Esteban.
What do you have against Esteban?
All that swine thinks about is money. Every few days, one of us gets eaten by a crawler. But Esteban just won't send any fighters into the mine. And why? Those guys belong to Raven's bodyguards, and Esteban is scared shitless to tell them. He'd rather let us get killed.
You look like a digger.
I am a digger. The last time I was in the mine, I worked my ass off.
What happens to the gold from the mine?
Thoris collects it and then distributes it. No one is allowed to keep what he mines. Everybody gets only a part of the gold. That way even the hunters and guards get their share. I think that's okay. Since we've had that rule, there have been fewer deaths and the miners still get more than the guys who hang around outside.
What do you know about the attack?
Hey man, I didn't have anything to do with it.
Why aren't you in the mine now?
I was in the mine long enough and slaved away until I was about to fall over. Now I need a few days rest. Before I get my next red stone.
What's the deal with these red stones?
That's something Thoris and Esteban thought up. Thoris takes care of the gold distribution, and Esteban organizes the workers for the mine. Of course, he doesn't want to run to Thoris every time he sends someone to the mine. That's why he gives us one of those red stone tablets, and Thoris lets us in then. It's like a pass.
That was no big deal.
There've been all kinds of rumors.
Tell me that isn't true. Same old thing all over again.
He was falling down.
Sooner or later.
Hey! Get... Hey! Hi.
What you want?
Where do I get a pickaxe?
Go to Huno the Smith. But even if you have a pick, that don't mean that you can get into the mine. If you want to get in, you have to talk to Esteban. Don't even bother going to Thoris. He'll only let you in if you have a red stone.
Tell me, what do you think of Esteban?
Hey, he's the boss here. He's all right, I think. He always lets the good boys into the mine, the ones who know something about mining, I mean.
And you know something about mining?
I'm the best.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Well, there's something you should know. Gold isn't ore. There's one damn important difference. I mean, what woman would hang a chain of ore around her neck? When picking, work from top to bottom. You can work the nuggets loose best that way. There are also diggers who do it the other way around, but it's far more difficult.
About the attack on Esteban.
Yeah?
Do you have any idea who's behind this?
Why do you want to know?
I want to talk to the guy.
So? And what do you want from him?
That's none of your business.
So? Well, then I don't know any...
About the attack again.
Just leave me alone with that crap.
Forget it.
Then what do I still need you for?
Hey,
Tell me.
Hi.
What you...
Esteban wants to see him dead.
Oh, you work for the boss. Then I'll tell you what I know. When the attack took place, I was trying to get my pickaxe from Huno the smith, but he wasn't there.
And?
Usually he's always there. Very suspicious if you ask me.
Can you judge my gold digging abilities?
For you, I'd say you're a quite passable scraper.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Lenore. Welcome to the Diggers Camp.
Diggers? I thought this was the bandits' camp.
Right, but the bandits are only here today. So,
Can you teach me anything about gold mining?
certainly. But if I teach you something, you'll be able to mine more gold.
That's why I'm asking.
Sure. But if you can mine more, it's only fair I get a share of it.
Well,
You might as well give him a share in advance. Well, let's say 50 gold pieces.
teach me something about gold mining.
Good. Regular swings will take you forward. Don't overdo it, but also don't fall asleep swinging. And don't always strike at the same spot. Try to work around a good-sized nugget. Do that, you're on the way to becoming a master digger.
About the attack on Esteban.
Yeah,
Do you have any idea who was behind it?
sure. Let me tell you, I bet that Emilio is behind this. He always ran to the mine like a crazy man. He dug as much as he could. But since the attack, he's been sitting on his bench, not budging an inch. It's obvious. To get into the mine, he has to have a red stone from Esteban. I bet he doesn't dare look him in the eye.
What would Emilio get out of Esteban's death?
What do I know? Maybe he has a pal in the mine who would take over Esteban's place then. Yeah, that would make sense.
Leonard told me a bit about you.
Leonard? That guy's an idiot. You must have noticed.
He said you haven't been in the mine since the attack happened.
I don't know anything.
Help me find out who was behind the attack.
No, I don't want anything to do with it.
If an idiot like Leonard notices that you're behaving oddly, it won't take long before Esteban finds out too.
Shit. I'll tell you one name. Nothing more.
I'm listening.
Juno. Go to Juno. He must know something about this business.
What are my chances of finding my man?
You bumped off one of Esteban's people. The man you're looking for will believe you're on his side. But he won't just reveal himself to you. You'll have to find out more.
I knew that.
Exactly.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
Do you deal in smithy equipment?
Juno has steel. I only have a few lumps of ore, but I won't give that up. It's the only thing I have of value.
Do you work for Juno?
I wanted to make up a bit of gold and took up with Juno. But since then, Esteban hasn't given me anything at all. He said he can't use me anymore. What else can I do but continue to slave away for Juno?
Everything else all right with you?
I just want to do my job, man.
He was falling down drunk.
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Nothing, man. I didn't have anything to do with it. What do you want from me?
Nobody wants to know.
Juno is suspected of having something to do with the attack.
I don't know anything about it.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
But you work for Juno, so you do know something.
I know nothing. Honest, I have to go now.
His decision, wasn't it?
Wait a minute.
I wouldn't have done that.
Do you know what Esteban will do to you when he finds out you're covering for Juno?
Man, leave me alone. I don't have anything to do with that business.
Things I could tell you.
Tell me what you know now, or I'll slam you into the wall, Paul.
You can't rough me up just because you work for the boss.
I can.
Cut the crap.
Paul.
All I know is that Juno has a bone to pick with Esteban. He's constantly going on at me about that Esteban, that he screwed up business for him and so on. I only listened and never said anything.
Exactly. You see, that wasn't so bad.
That's nothing new.
It had to happen sooner or later.
About the assignment.
Listen, I have other things I have to take care of. Come back when you found out who the guy is.
Better.
I won't be treated like that.
Been there, done that.
Hey, you! It looks like you're a master of your craft.
I've heard that before. Did you bring the steel?
Steel? No, I think you're confusing me with...
Somehow you seem familiar. Do we know each other from somewhere?
Sure, from the old camp.
The old camp, right. You're that curious guy. I thought you was dead.
Yes, everybody thinks that. Who else survived?
A few. Some fled with Raven like I did. For a lot of others, the old camp became a grave.
Tell me about your escape.
Chaos broke out the day the barrier fell. Some hid, others fled, and there was a plundering everywhere.
What did you do?
I was about to leave the camp when it turned bright very suddenly, and a scorching pain ate through my skin. I'd been struck by damn lightning. It feels like I can still hear it. Later, someone told me that Doris found me and took me with her.
About the attack on Esteban.
What do you want from me?
I'm looking for the person behind the attack.
And why are you coming to me about that?
I thought you might know something about that business.
I don't know anything.
I've heard a few things about you.
So?
I heard that you weren't in your place when the attack occurred.
What else?
Paul said you hate Esteban.
So, did he? What else?
Emilio spat out your name. You definitely know something about the attack.
You've been having a chat with old Emilio, eh?
And he isn't the only one who suspects you.
What's that supposed to mean, huh?
I want to join forces with the assassin.
Against Esteban, really? Then prove it. I've been waiting for too long for a delivery of steel from the pirates. I suspect that Esteban captured it in order to sell it to me later at a higher price. Of course, he won't do that himself. A couple of bandits in the swamp are on his payroll.
How do you know that?
Drunken bandits talk too much.
Does this talkative bandit have a name?
His name is none of your business, but the guy you're looking for is called Juan. Anyway, I haven't seen him in the camp for a long time. You'll have to look for him in the swamp.
Better to watch out.
Okay, I'll do it for you.
Good. We'll see if you can be trusted.
Hey! I have the steel.
And? Was Juan there too?
He was.
I knew it. That rat Esteban was behind it.
Now, what about our agreement?
The man you want to talk to is waiting for you in the bar. Talk to the barkeeper.
I need better armor.
So, you can have this. It's Esteban's fault. It's so expensive. That damn dog pockets a share of every piece of armor I sell.
Who said that?
Hey, you!
What are you waiting for? Go to the...
Better to watch out. He simply needs to practice more. I could have told him that.
Huno sent me.
Looks like you found your man. Go on up to the next floor. Someone's waiting for you.
So you were behind the attack.
Yes, Esteban is in the way of my business. He won't let any of the bandits who work for me into the mine. He's making sure that everyone works for him, and only for him. That way, he can pocket a percentage of every deal and control the whole camp.
Do you want to take his place?
No, I'm a trader. I just want to go about my business in peace.
I could sell you to Esteban.
And then? What do you think will happen then? Do you think he'll give you what you want? Forget it! I have a better plan.
What are you planning?
We'll get Esteban out of the way. That means you will kill him and take his place.
As long as his bodyguards are with him, I don't have a chance.
Then we'll have to get them to leave by telling the truth.
What truth?
You have done your job. You know that I was behind the attack. Tell Esteban, and he'll send his boys to kill me. I'll expect them here. When they're gone, you can deal with the bastard, and I'll take care of the guards.
That's exactly what I said.
He really should have known better.
Nobody ever asks me.
About the assignment.
Listen, I have other things I have to take care of.
I thought you might be interested in knowing who was behind the attack.
Who is it? Tell me his name so my guards can wring his neck.
The traitor Fisk is behind it. At the moment, he's sitting in the bar unsuspecting and drinking.
Ha! Well done, kid. My guards will take care of him. You heard him, boys. Go get Fisk.
I couldn't get away with that.
And what happens next?
What happens next? I'll tell you what happens. Fisk will die a painful death, and everyone in the camp will find out about it. That'll be a warning to all of them.
That was no big deal.
Do I get a red stone now?
Yeah, you did your job well.
As if I didn't have enough.
Someone like you has no business in the mine. I can use you much better out here. You'll stay in the camp and continue working for me.
I couldn't care less.
I'll think about it.
Hey, you're forgetting who you're talking to. I'm in charge here, and you'll do exactly what I say. And I say, you work for me and no one else. Is that clear?
I'm staying out of it.
Are you trying to play me for a fool? There was never a question of me working for you.
It isn't everyone who gets an offer like this, but if you don't want it, you're free to leave the camp.
How about if you keep your word and give me a red stone?
Hey, one more word. My guards will have to hurt you too.
What guards?
What? Oh, I see. You're trying to pull a fast one. Just you wait.
Just stay away from me with that magic of yours. See? That wasn't so hard. Just stay away from me with that magic. See? That wasn't so hard.
You don't have to ask me that.
Same old thing all over again.
Anything's possible.
I have your package.
Indeed. What about Juan?
He's dead.
Good. Then he can't cause me any more trouble. As far as you are concerned, I have a pretty good relationship with Juno. I'll see to it that you get your armor cheap from now on. And here, I once got this stone from Callisto. It's the only thing that survived my flight from the barrier. I think you'll have more use for it than I do. One hand washes the other. That hasn't changed since back then.
Esteban is finished.
I've waited for this for a long time. I think you've got things to do now, and I need to go back to my business. So, if you need anything else, you know where to find me.
Wait a minute. Show me your ware.
I could tell you.
There've been all kinds of rumors.
That was no big deal.
You should have known
You don't have to tell
I
me
won't
that.
be treated like that.
I'm staying out of it.
Hey! I distilled the booze.
Excellent. Then I'll finish it. Here, you can try a portion right away. That'll put some strength in your arm.
Oh, and if I can help you again, for you all information is free from now on.
How's business?
Good. Esteban's death is a reason for some here to celebrate.
Same old thing all over again.
It's exactly what I said.
Hey!
I've got no time for things like that.
Do you really think?
That was no big deal.
It's totally obvious.
Things I could tell you.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
I've got no time for things like that.
Nobody ever asks me.
That will never change.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
I couldn't get away with that.
It's exactly what I said.
I've got no time for things like that.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
I couldn't get away with that.
They all ran like rabbits. I was completely wrong.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
Those are all just rumors.
That was no big deal.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
Tell me that isn't true.
Do you really think?
I used to say that myself.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
Tell me that isn't true.
He was falling down drunk.
Show me what you have.
He really should have known better.
Fisk, you say? Hmm.
You don't have to tell me that.
They all ran like rabbits. I was completely wrong.
You know the rule. No one goes into the mine without a redstone tablet.
Forget the mine. I have to see Raven.
Even then, we have rules here, and they apply to everyone, even to you. Go back. If you try to enter the upper square without permission, the other guards will kill you. Those are the rules.
Anything's possible.
Wait a minute.
Same old thing all over again.
That's totally obvious. That'll only cause more trouble.
That was no big deal.